What a night. I mean, seriously, anyone else out there flipping between matches tonight, Premier League, Champions League, couldn't miss a second.
Yeah, my head's still spinning. Goals everywhere you looked, crazy upsets, just edge of your seat stuff.
Exactly, and that's what we're diving into tonight. Two massive games. Liverpool, they didn't quite get the win everyone expected against Aston Villa, right? And then over in the Champions League, Real just demolished City.
Dismantled them.
Yeah, exactly. And to help us break it all down, we've got these match reports here from the Daily Mail. Tom Colomos and Oliver Holt, they were right in the thick of it.
Let's get to it then. Where do you want to start?
Well, got to talk about that Villa Park shocker, right? I mean, 22 games unbeaten for Liverpool. Everyone thought they'd walk all over Villa.
You and me both.
But Emery, he's got something special going on over there.
He's a tactical genius, no doubt.
Oh, totally. And Salah, I mean, he gets his 24th goal of the season. You think it's business as usual, right?
You think it's going to be another one of those nights?
Yeah, but then, boom, Villa just, they come alive.
Emery's tactics were spot on, though. He knew exactly where he hit Liverpool, where they were vulnerable.
Yeah, Colomos really breaks it down in his report. Villa just punished those defensive errors. Tielemans with that goalie after the free kick. Then Watkins completely unmarked for the header.
You don't see Liverpool making those kinds of mistakes very often, especially not under Slot.
Right. You got to wonder if maybe all those games unbeaten, the pressure of the title race, if it's starting to get to them.
Yeah, could be. Even the best teams crack eventually, right?
For sure. But they did at least manage a draw. Got to give credit to Alexander-Arnold for that screamer in the second half.
Oh, what a goal. The Mail called him Liverpool's savior, and they're not wrong.
Couldn't have said it better myself. But even with that, they could have won it. Nunez, over an open goal.
Oof, that's a tough one to swallow.
Yeah, happens to the best of them. But in a tight race like this, every goal is massive,
Absolutely. Every point matters.
Feels like more questions than answers for Liverpool after that one. But okay, we got to switch gears. Champions League, Real Madrid. I mean, wow.
Mbappé, what can you even say? 3 goals against City. Legendary stuff.
Just tore him apart. Speed, skill. The guy's on another level.
City's defense, they just had no answer for him. Or for Vinicius Jr., for that matter.
The Mail said it perfectly. City were cut to pieces. They were just outclassed, plain and simple.
And you know what's interesting? Hulk's report, he doesn't even mention the Real Madrid coach by name. It's like, it's so obvious it goes without saying.
Right. Like everyone knows who's pulling the strings there, the mastermind behind it all.
Whoever it is, they deserve a standing ovation. I mean, to completely outclass a team like City, that's not easy.
And City, they were just so sloppy. Not what we're used to seeing from them at all.
Losing Stones early on, that really hurt them.
Yeah, that disrupted their whole game plan. You could see it. Real Madrid, they just pounced, took full advantage.
Night and day compared to the first leg. City were dominant then.
That's football for you, right? 1 minute you're on top of the world, the next you're chasing shadows.
And tonight, those shadows were wearing the white of Real Madrid.
Absolutely. Speaks volumes about the quality and experience in that Real Madrid side. They know how to win when it matters most.
They showed up tonight, that's for sure. It's wild, isn't it, how both games, completely different scores, but they both kind of show this, changing of the guard happening in football.
Ooh, okay, I like that. What do you mean changing of the guard?
Well, I mean, think about it. For years, it's been Liverpool, City, these giants running the show. But tonight, you saw it, things are shifting.
You're talking about those young guys in Madrid.
Exactly. Mbappé, obviously. But Bellingham, Vinicius Jr., they were incredible. No fear, just pure talent.
They had this, connection, reading each other's minds out there.
That's the thing with this new generation. They grew up watching Messi, Ronaldo, and they're not afraid to be just as good, even better.
Like they're taking the torch, And what about the older guys? Nunez with that whiz. But even City's defense, usually so solid, they just fell apart.
Experience is great, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's like the weight of it all gets too heavy.
The pressure.
Yeah, the pressure to keep winning, to live up to the hype. City's defense, they made mistakes they never make. The passing was off. It all just kind of unraveled.
So you think this is it then? The old guard fading away, making space for the new kids on the block.
I wouldn't write them off just yet. Guys like Salah, De Bruyne, they still got it, but there's no doubt this new wave is coming in strong, and they want it all.
Makes you wonder how teams like Liverpool, City, how they're going to handle this. Adapt or get left behind.
Exactly. And Holt even suggests this might speed up the breakup of City's squad, Guardiola having to make some big decisions.
Wow, big call. But yeah, even the best teams got to change to stay on top.
Got to evolve. That's the name of the game. And tonight, we saw that playing out right in front of us.
Speaking of the games, you mentioned tactics earlier. Anything similar between them, even though the results were so different?
Definitely. Both games showed how important a strong defense is and being able to switch from defense to attack really quickly.
Transitions, right?
Yeah, exactly. Villa, even though they weren't favorites, they were organized, frustrated Liverpool, and hit them on the counter.
And Real Madrid, they were lightning fast. Every time City made a mistake, boom, they punished them.
It's not enough to just have stars anymore. It's got to be about the system, how it all works together.
So it's individual brilliance and the tactics working in harmony.
Bingo. And tonight we saw two different ways to do that, and both worked.
Totally different emotions, though, right? Nunez, gutted for him. Alexander-Arnold, that relief. Real Madrid, pure joy. And City, well, stunned silence. That's what makes football so great, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. That raw emotion. It's why we love it. It's like you can see yourself in those players, the highs, the lows.
We're all connected, right? Okay, but let's talk about the consequences. Liverpool, they got a point, but does this open the door for Arsenal?
Oh, it definitely gives them hope. Liverpool, they're not invincible anymore. The pressure's on. Every point drop now is huge.
And City, that's got to be a tough loss to take, especially after that first leg.
Makes you wonder, is this the end of an era for them? They've been on top for so long, but maybe it's time for a change.
How do you think Guardiola will react? Go all out for the Premier League or focus on rebuilding for next season's Champions League?
So many questions, and that's the beauty of it. We can analyze, speculate, but in the end, it's football. Anything can happen.
Exactly. This has been awesome. A real deep dive into two amazing matches. Goals, drama, upsets, a glimpse into the future. It had it all. But before we wrap things up, what do you think, listeners? What are your predictions? Can Liverpool hold on? Will Real Madrid lift that Champions League trophy again?
What stood out to you tonight? What surprised you? Join the conversation. Let's keep talking about this online.